My dad was the fun dad. He was the dad that, when I had friends over, he would get down on the floor and play with us. And, they had a balcony off of their bedroom that was over our swimming pool. And of course, as kids, we want to jump off that balcony into the swimming pool, but my dad had to do it first to make sure it was safe.
James Garner was a Hollywood icon, known for his roles in The Rockford Files and The Notebook. But beyond his silver screen charm lay a man of depth, resilience, and an unwavering dedication to his family. Now, his daughter, Greta Gigi Garner, has shared new insights into her father that paint a vivid picture of his life away from the cameras. What did she reveal about the man behind the fame? Stick around as we explore Garner's extraordinary love story, his struggles, and the heartfelt words his daughter recently shared about his legacy. A love story for the ages, James and Lois Garner.
I met her at a person's house. They were going to have a Democratic rally for Adlai Stevenson. I met her a few days before they had the party. She was there with some kids and whatever in the pool, and I was in the pool playing with the kids, and I just flipped out over this girl. She was gorgeous.
When James Garner met Lois Clark at a political event in 1956, it was love at first sight. Within just 2 weeks, they were married. Defying the objections of Garner's family due to their differing religious backgrounds, Lois was Jewish and James was Methodist. Garner's bold decision to follow his heart marked the beginning of a marriage that spanned nearly 58 years. Despite enduring 2 brief separations, largely due to the pressures of Garner's grueling acting schedule, their love remained steadfast. Garner often emphasized that these separations were not about discord, but about the toll his work took on his physical and mental health. For instance, during his run on The Rockford Files, the demands of the role left him with serious injuries and chronic pain, prompting a sabbatical to focus on his family. Gigi recalls her parents' devotion to each other fondly. Their love was pure and deep. They weren't perfect, but they always came back to each other. They were partners in every sense of the word. Garner's commitment to his wife and family served as a testament to the quiet strength and values that defined his personal life. The family man behind the fame.
I loved going to races with my dad. We would go on the weekends. We would go to Ontario Motor Speedway or Riverside or Baja or wherever it was. They were having a race. I was just thinking about that the other day. He used to grab the mini bikes and the motorcycles, and we used to go to dirt tracks and stay over for the weekend. And he just loved sports, period, but particularly racing because he had his own racing team.
While Hollywood saw him as a star, to his children, James Garner was simply Dad. Gigi recounts how her father was a present and engaged parent, often getting down on the floor to play with her as a child. "I really hit the jackpot with my dad," she said. "He was the type of father who made time for his kids, even with a demanding career." Garner's commitment to breaking the cycle of abuse he experienced growing up was particularly impactful. Raised in a turbulent household, James endured physical and emotional abuse from one of his stepmothers. Yet, he chose to channel those painful experiences into being a better parent. Gigi noted, "People who've had childhoods like his often repeat the cycle, but my dad broke it. He gave us the love and stability he never had." Despite his struggles with depression and anxiety, Garner shielded his family from his inner turmoil. His daughter remembers him as a quiet but strong presence. He didn't complain or let his burdens weigh us down. He handled things with grace. A legacy of kindness and courage. James Garner was not just a loving husband and father, but also a man of principle and quiet heroism. He famously marched alongside Martin Luther King Jr. during the Civil Rights Movement and took on major Hollywood studios in groundbreaking lawsuits to fight for fair treatment of actors. Garner's moral convictions extended into his everyday life. where he lived by the golden rule: treat others as you wish to be treated. Gigi has worked tirelessly to keep her father's legacy alive, not just as an actor, but as a compassionate and genuine human being. In his honor, she founded the James Garner Animal Rescue Fund, combining his love for animals with her passion for philanthropy. He was a big animal lover and had such a soft heart, Gigi shares. This fund is my way of continuing his spirit of giving. Gigi's emotional reflection.
When he was making a film in England, I think he was making Grand Prix, he bought this racetrack for these little cars, and we set the racetrack up all over the sitting room in the hotel, and he and I would race these cars on the floor, through the chairs, under the couch, under the table, and we would do that all the time, and that was so much fun.
In her recent reflections, Gigi has shared how much she appreciates being able to revisit her father's life through his work. Not everyone gets to see their parent immortalized on film, she says. I can watch his movies or TV shows and feel like he's still with me. However, she stresses that what made her father truly remarkable was not his fame, but his character. He was the funniest, wittiest person I've ever known. At the same time, he was humble and shy. He lived by his values, and that's rare. Gigi also addressed some misconceptions about her father. While many fans associate him with the charming and carefree characters he portrayed, she reveals a more complex man. Yes, he was funny and jovial, but he had his struggles. He was a real person with highs and lows, but he always treated people with respect and kindness. James Garner, More Than a Star. Gigi's heartfelt words paint a picture of James Garner not just as a Hollywood icon, but as a devoted husband, loving father, and man of integrity. From his passionate love for Lois to his dedication to his children and his moral convictions, Garner's life was as inspiring off-screen as it was on. As Gigi put it, he wasn't perfect, but he was perfectly my dad. He taught me to live with kindness and to stand up for what's right. His legacy isn't just in the movies. It's in the lives he touched, the love he gave, and the example he set. At 66, Gigi Garner continues to honor her father's memory, sharing his story with the world and ensuring that his legacy endures for generations. Her reflections remind us that behind the Hollywood lights was a man who valued family above all and lived by principles that left an indelible mark on those who knew him. James Garner's life is a testament to the power of love, resilience, and authenticity, a legacy that will never fade. Now it's time to hear from you. What part of James Garner's life or legacy stood out to you the most? Was it his incredible love story with Lois, his devotion to his family, or his fearless stand for what he believed in? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts.